If you're like me, a negative review on Steam can alter or at the very least influence what you might and might not choose to play. Borderlands 3 is a great example of that. Until last month, I had never even played a single title from the Borderlands franchise. But man, am I glad I did. In this video, we're going to take a look at why Borderlands 3 got much more hate than I feel it deserved, and why I think it's actually way better than the reviews make it out to be. Like way better.
I'm being shady-ish.
If you rewind to 2019, Borderlands 3 drops with massive hype. Fans are excited, players are excited, critics are excited, and everyone who's looking for a break from the Battle Royale hype train is ready for something fresh. Some players give the game love.
Oh my god.
But a lot of other players aren't really impressed at all.
Try it.
Some say it's too easy, some say it's cringe, but the most common gripe of all is that the story of Borderlands 3 sucks. And while I can admit that the story doesn't necessarily blow you away, I don't think it sucks. Like, it doesn't suck. It might not be the best, but it doesn't suck. And trust me, I play Call of Duty and Fortnite occasionally, so I know when a game sucks.
Try it.
Now, it might not be the tier of storytelling that previous Borderlands titles may have had, or games like The Last of Us or The Witcher or Uncharted, but that's the thing. Even with a mediocre story, the gameplay alone is enough to captivate most, if not all, shooter-looter fans. Combat in this game is, how do the kids say now, peak. It's disgustingly fun. Much like every other Borderlands title, the game itself is action-packed. The gunplay is dope and ridiculously fun. You've got guns that walk, you got guns that talk, and you got tons of elements for your arsenal to help you create the perfect build. The movement is smooth, and while I haven't played previous Borderlands titles, I do know that the movement mechanics in Borderlands 3 have without a doubt improved the franchise for the better. And I'm sure Borderlands 4, which is coming out in September, is only going to raise the bar even higher. In Borderlands 3, you can slide, you can vault, and it all adds this unique flow to each gunfight that makes the game feel like a straight up parkour of mayhem. People say shooter-looter games are dead. Well, guess what? Not here, fucker. Not here.
Not in my house.
As far as being in the shooter-looter genre, Borderlands 3 is straight up loot crack. With over 1 billion different weapon combinations, insane legendary drops, and an endgame scaling that adds endless replayability, Borderlands 3 is definitely up there when it comes to the shooter-looter genre. And yeah, I get it, the humor is not for everyone.
I'm gonna be a siren, and then I'm gonna mop the floor with assholes like you!
Some jokes don't land, and some of the dialogue in the game is just straight up cringe. Like, brother, if the dialogue is gonna be that cringe, the least you could do is let me skip the shit.
Please! Please!
But still, saying the story straight up sucks? Come on, son.
Come on, son.
If we were to talk about the story itself, I mean, there are characters that you meet, and the destinations that you visit within the galaxy map have got to be some of the most creative biomes in any video game I've ever played. And the writing, of course, leans into that absurdity vibe that is it's just Borderlands. It's what makes Borderlands Borderlands. There are emotional moments in the story, and there are, of course, triumphant ones. There are twists to the plot that take you on an adventure around the galaxy in order to save it, and I'd say that's probably the premise for any story in sci-fi video games these days. So then if we revert back to the main gripe is that the story sucks, then what makes the game so great? Well, besides the guns and the skills that give you the potential for crazy and unique builds, besides the maps all over the galaxy that have incredible biomes, besides the funny characters that you come across throughout your playthrough of the campaign, I would say that one of the best things about Borderlands 3 is the endgame. Now, Borderlands 3 isn't necessarily known for having endless amounts of content like other juggernauts of the looter shooter genre like Destiny 2 or Warframe, but Borderlands 3 does have an endgame that definitely adds a fun and addictive replayability to it. Things like mayhem modes where you can add modifiers that intensify the challenge of another run through, or true vault hunter mode where you can replay the campaign with tougher enemies that drop better and rarer loot, crazy seasonal events, and of course all of the DLCs add new content with unexplored destinations. By the way, Bounty for Blood DLC and the Guns, Loves, and Tentacles DLC. Beautiful, probably the best DLCs hands down for Borderlands 3. And to be honest, if they were both a little bit longer, they could have been their own solo titles. Like, that's how good they were. Anyway, so if you bounced off of this game at launch, I get it. but it's had years of updates, polish, and quality of life improvements. Whether you're solo, co-op, or split screen, you're in for a crazy ride. Do not let the negative reviews stop you. Most of these negative reviews are solely due to the recent change in the terms of service, which is definitely a situation for a different video. But with that fiasco aside, my thoughts are solely based on the game itself, not the publisher or their practices, just the game itself. And my review is that the game is an absolute dime. It's got everything you could want from a looter shooter. Great map design, beautiful biomes, massive loot pools, fun skills and weapons, decent storytelling, and a badass soundtrack. And lots of content and replayability. But that's it for me, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And are you guys ready for Borderlands 4 or not? And I will see you guys in the next video. Sheesh!